So hello for everybody. This is the first live on Facebook. We have been live on other channels, but this is the first time. And why are we live on Facebook? Because I want to say thank you so much, because we reached 500,000, 500,000 subscribers, followers here on this channel. And this is amazing. I want to thank all of you for following me. This is great. Thank you. I love you so much. So here we are live, and I don't know if you have any questions. If you have any question, you can write them down. If I don't see them right away, please write it again, and I will see it passing here on the screen. So Holland is here. Hello, Holland. So it's the same language, but we're going to keep it in English. Otherwise, some people will not understand us. England, hello England. Liverpool. I got my hair professionally bleached. It's dark, and when I have a touch up, I look to the next day. Should I give up my dream for blonde? Well, listen to your hairdresser. If your hairdresser is saying, it's difficult to go to blonde, maybe go 1 or 2 tones less blonde. Some types of hair are not meant to go to blonde. If you are destroying your hair, why going blonde if you are destroying your hair? So this is something I really always say to my clients, and to be honest, if it's not possible, it's not possible. And listen to your hairdresser. Of course, you can have a second opinion, but some types of hair are not meant to go very blonde. Germany, hello Germany. Where are you from? Well, I'm from Belgium, from Flanders, the northern part of Belgium. So there I'm from. Don't you hear my accent? It's really, really obvious that I speak Flemish. Hi from Greece. Hello Greece. Sometimes the light is very shiny on my bald head and I'm moving my camera away, so we don't have that, but yeah, it's still shiny. I don't know how to put it. Sometimes it's less. Hi from Italy. Hi. I always say ciao, cause so it's part of Italian, ciao, and then I added cus to it. How can I get orange out of my bleached roots? Love your vids. Well, if it's orange from bleaching, you need to bleach it more. You can only melt down, so bleaching is melting down your pigments. And you go from your pigments, if you are dark, you go to red copper, copper yellow, slight yellow, pale yellow, white. So if it's too orange, you need to bleach it again. Please be careful, only with a 20 volume, maximum with a 20 volume. So don't do it too often and too strong. My only try to go blonde was yellow in a salon. Yeah, I know it's not always people at home that mess up, and there are some hair fails that happen in a salon, and I'm always very sad for that. But yeah, some people need more training than others maybe, but sometimes it's not possible to go to blonde, but then it's the fault of the hairdresser. You should be warned before they put that product on your hair. So that's the thing. Nice rings, thank you very much. Which one? I really love these rings. Do you have tips for people who have to buy wigs because they need professional cut from hairdresser? I'm from the Flanders too. Okay, So there is in my hometown, Roeselare, there is one just beside the shop Dove Keukens. There is a person that I sent some clients of mine, and she's doing an amazing job with wigs, and she can cut it. So that's a really good address. Hi from Portugal. Hi Portugal. So there are also hairdressers here on my page. I'm so happy and I respect all my colleagues. Hi Charlotte van Bruges. What is the best product to bleach? 20 volume or 30 volumes? Always 20 volumes, because you have to be careful. And the best powder for me, it's Blonde Me. It's not sponsored, but for me, Blonde Me is the best thing. And 20 volumes. So 20 volumes is the best thing. In some cases, you can use 30 volumes, but not a lot. Please go as low as possible. Slow bleaching is better. If you use 30 or 40 volumes, you are bleaching very fast. It goes blonde very fast, but it's not killing the orange or yellow pigments. So slow bleaching is better. If you put a steak on the barbecue, it's better that it's going slowly. Otherwise, the outside is very roasted and the inside is raw. So this is the same thing with bleaching. Go slow. Use 20 volumes. You have to use it 2 or 3 times, but go slow. It kills more orange and yellow pigments. So that's a big mistake many make. I will use 30 or 40 volumes because I don't have any time, and in 15 minutes I want to go blonde. That's not possible. So yeah. Mexico, hello Mexico. Sectioning, yes, always fine sections, very fine sections. That's very important. Fine sections. And what I mean with fine sections is, if you are taking a section, if you are dividing your section and you are, let me take a brush. So if you are taking a fine section and you are coloring the top of your section with color or with bleach, and you are flipping it on the other side, you have to see a color coming through that section. If the color is not coming through that section, then the section is too thick. So you have to take fine sections, thin sections. So the color needs to go through. Then it's a good section. That's very important. That's an indication. If the color is not coming through, your section are too big. And in the middle, the color cannot penetrate enough in your hair, and it will not bleach enough, or it will not color enough. So that's always a big important tip. So it goes very fast. Thank you for all the questions. My hair is very thin on one side. That's possible. You always have. My wife has the same thing. If you take a mid section, the one side is thinner than the other side. So in most of the cases, that's possible, that you have one side thicker than the other one. Hello Finland. Hello Pakistan. It's from all over the world. I'm so happy for this. How blonde can I get to go to platinum or gray? If you want to go to platinum or gray, you need to bleach it to white. So it needs to be bleached to white as possible. The more white your base is, the more gray or platinum it will be. If there is like yellow or orange pigments in your hair, the toner will mix with that yellow pigment and it will not go gray, or maybe if you put platinum, it can go green. So if you want to go to gray or platinum, you need to go to white. And be careful, because you are killing your hair if you want to go to white. So it's not for everybody. Not every type of hair can deal with that. So I have an old person, not an old person, but a person who used to work for me. So hello. Austria. Right now I can cut hair with your tips. I'm so happy that my tips helping you to maintain your hair. It's not that I want to keep every client from the hair salon, and I get it. Not everybody is capable of going to the hair salon for any reason at all, and there are people who have bad experience with hairdressers. I get that too. So I'm happy that my tips help you. I want to have my hair medium ash brown, but ash colors always seem to fade quickly. That's true, because ash is blue. That's not a pigment that stays in your hair. It's not a natural pigment. So it's normal that an ash color is fading very quickly, because if you are damaging your hair because you put ash on your hair, if you bleach your hair wants to restore. And if you put some masks and deep treatments on your hair, it will restore and it will add more yellow pigments, because a warm color is natural color. Yes, there are some people that has an ash color of their natural color, but an ash color will not stay as long on your hair, and that's very, very normal. What do you recommend for very thin, fragile hair as conditioner or mask? If you have thin and fragile hair, you need to have a treatment that is filled with proteins, not moisture. You have two different kinds of treatments. You have protein treatments and moisturizing treatments. If you have curly hair, you need moisturizing treatments. So it's filled with moisture in your hair. But if you have thin hair and you put moisturizing treatments or mask in your hair, it will fall flat. It will be greasy. So you need protein treatments, so your hair will be stronger. Normally I say, it's not always the case, but normally it should be on the package which kind of mask it is, moisturizing or protein. So read the packaging. If it's not on there, maybe take another one, but protein treatment is for thin hair. So that's a big tip. Any tips for hair loss? Yes, but I cannot recommend any products, otherwise, yeah, I see. But for a woman, it's different. A woman is a different hair loss than for a man. And you have to go to a doctor to see what kind of problem you have from the inside. Every problem that we have on our scalp, hair loss, greasy, dandruff, everything comes from the body inside. Every problem on the scalp is from a problem inside. So maybe you see, you need to look for a solution from the inside, and then your problem should be solved. For example, it can be hormonal for people that are not taking any pill for pregnancy. They stop and they get hair loss. So they are making too much man hormone in their body. So they need to take a pill again for hair loss. So crazy can it be? So maybe go to a doctor and see what is short in your body, what is the problem, and then you can have the solution. But a shampoo just for hair loss, it's not so good. It's a preparation for any lotion that comes after the shampoo, but just shampoo for hair loss, it's not doing much. Love watching your videos. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Love you, man. Sis is removing her black dyed hair. 70% gray. Baby lights. Yeah, of course. So if you have colored hair and you want to have a transition to gray hair, so baby lights, highlights, that's the thing to go from colored hair, or is it black, brown, I don't know, to go to gray. So a lot of baby lights, so very fine, and then bleach it to a gray, to white, and then put some gray on it, and maybe some low lights in the middle on the regrowth, so the transition is easier. And every time you can put less and less and less highlights in your hair, and your transition will be very soft. So baby lights is the perfect thing to go from colored, or is it black or brown, I don't care, from colored to gray. Is keratin good for hair? Yes, keratin is very good for thin hair. Very, very, very good. Scotland, hello Scotland, love your coloring, thank you so much. So many questions, I cannot, where is your salon? My salon is in Belgium, in Flanders. So Olaplex or Key 18, they are both very good. So Olaplex is older than K18. I haven't worked a lot with K18, so I should say Olaplex, but I don't want to break out. I have seen amazing results with these K18. So yeah, I should not. It's both very good. Best brush for long fine hair. Well, best brush, I always like waves, because you have then a certain thickness in the lengths. But be careful if you have thick hair, thin hair. Don't press your dryer too strong on your, or too hot, because you are damaging your cuticle. So be careful. Treat it very gentle. Don't put it too hot. Kerastan products are the best. Well, I used keratin products in the place that I worked in the late 80s, early 90s. And it was a top brand, and it's still a very good brand. But there are a lot of brands now that has less sulfates, less all these chemical ingredients. So it's still a top product, but it's not so vegan. So if you are searching for some vegan, then Kerastase is not. Maybe they have new products now, but it was a very, very, very good product. Hello from Iowa, USA. Hello. What do you use for color remover? I always, if I want to remove a color, I do a bleach bath. So powder, hot water, shampoo, a gentle shampoo, not Head and Shoulders that I see sometimes on videos. Just a gentle shampoo, and then rub it in and stay with the client or stay with your hair. Look it, do a strand test, always do a strand test. But color removers, I never use color remover. I always do bleach baths. Because if you want to use a color remover, use a color remover from the same brand that you colored your hair. Because these products are tested for the same pigments. So if you are using Manic Panic, normally Manic Panic has a color remover. So use the same brand, it will work better. But don't use another brand because it's not tested for that pigment. So use the same brand. So do you recommend bleach bath or pre-light? Yes, I just explained. Maybe you typed it before I explained. Good evening, hi from the Netherlands. Hi neighbor. So I have medium length, gray, curly, frizzy hair. What to use? Every time, every product with moisturizing ingredients. A lot of moisture. If you have curly hair is flat. So if you can imagine, European hair is just oval. If you go more to the Asian type, so it's very straight line, so it's really round. If you go more to Africa, it's really, really flat. So the more flat your hair is, the more curly your hair is. But around your hair, there is some cuticles, some layers. Between these layers, there are moisture. The more flat your hair is, the less moisture there is between these layers. So that's very important. So the more curly your hair is, the less moisture your hair has. So you need to put products with a lot of moisture and avoid products that distract moisture from your hair, like a mousse or a gel or a hairspray. Everything with alcohol inside. It's tracking these moisture outside your hair. So that's very important. Of course, there's mousse, especially for curls, that's different. But a normal mousse for brushing, for styling, you have to avoid that. So put extra moisture in your hair So for example, if you are having curly hair and you are brushing your hair straight, you go outside, your hair is thirsty, it searches for moisture, and from the minute it has the moisture, the curls jump straight into your hair. So that's why your hair needs moisture. So a lot of products with moisture in your hair. That's very, very, very important. Paul Mitchell or Redken? Both are very good. Both are very good. These are two different products, very good products. I worked with Redken. I never worked with Paul Mitchell, but I have some hairdressers, some colleagues that work with Paul Mitchell. They are love it too. So yeah, it's not that you always say one product is good and all the others are bad. There are products that are bad, but it depends what you love. You have to test it, and some hair has a certain brand better than another hair. Or for example, if you have curly hair, then that brand or that brand is better. Every brand has its top products and every brand has its less products. That's normal. So I like working with different products, different brands. For the moment, I work with Authentic Beauty Concepts and with Philip Morris and with for the barber Reuzel, that's from Holland, with all different brands. So it's what you love. So Paul Mitchell or Redken, it's both are good products. Smart Bond from L'Oreal is okay. Yes, it's perfect. Yeah, it's very good. Thank you for answering the curly dry hair question. No problem. I'm happy that I could help, and you are helping helped with my answer. You are a cool man. Thank you so much. What is a good brand hair mask? Older natural curly hair. Again, it's curly hair, so it needs moisture. So the brand, it doesn't matter, but search for a mask with a good moisture. Pantene Pro V, never used it, so I cannot say if it's a good brand or not. I never used it, so sorry. New York, hello New York. So it's 6 hours back, so it's now 1:30 in New York. So hello, here is it's already in the evening. What tips do you have for cosmetology students in the US? What tips? Love your job. That's the biggest tip. Love your job. And just know, but that's for all the students, we have an amazing job. An amazing job. Every day we make clients happy. Normally we should make clients happy, but love your job and just be focused and keep learning. Keep learning. Now it's easier to learn than back in the days. I had to go to London, I had to go to Paris to get new techniques, to get new styles, to get new hairdressing tips. But now with the internet, it's so easy. So learn, 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 learn. And tomorrow you will always be better than yesterday. So keep learning. That's so important. And love your job. It's so good. Oh my God, Australia. Well, it's early in the morning in Australia. Good morning, Australia. I had no idea that somebody from Australia should watch, because this is just very, very, very early. So hello, welcome. Hello from Italy. Hello, Italy. Best temperature for curling iron, as low as possible. As low as possible. If it's possible to go to 160 degrees, set it in 160 degrees. You have to know, it's always Celsius, not Fahrenheit. But if you're using a dryer, a hand dryer, that's 45 Celsius degrees. If you are using a curling iron or a straightening iron, the minimum is 160. So you know it's already very damaging at the lowest. So be careful and use protective products on your hair if you are using a curling iron or a straightening iron, because on some point it will break off, so be careful. How many times a week should a person wash his hair? Chemical treated or not chemical treated, that's the same. It's not a clear answer that you say 1 time in a week, 2 times in a week. It's not a clear answer. But the biggest issue here is don't wash it too often. Every day it's too much, because we have a protective layer on our scalp, everywhere, scalp, skin, and these are the sebum that is putting a protection layer on our skin for protection. So if you wash your hair, the protective layer is gone. So your sebum is saying, oh, the protection is gone, I will produce more, so you have more greasy hair. So that's the thing. And if you are washing your hair with a non-balanced pH shampoo, a pH of our scalp is around 5.5. It's not neutral. Neutral is 7. So if you have a neutral shampoo, that's 7. That's really bad. You have a hair neutral, a scalp neutral, so it's 5.5. So be careful with that. So if you are washing your hair too often, your sebum is saying, I will produce more. So that's a problem, and you have scalp problems. So let's say 2 times, maximum 3 times in a week, it depending what work you have. And if you are washing your hair because you are in the shower and your hair is in 4 or 5 different angles, and you say, I cannot do anything with it, I have to wash it, you can also make it wet without shampoo. So that's also a tip. Make it wet, don't wash it. So, because if you want to go back from greasy hair to a normal hair, it will take a long time. So prevent that it's coming greasier and greasier. So Uruguay is here. Hello. Wales, Norway. It's amazing that all these people are here on my live channel, and I will thank you so much for this. From Ghent, well, hello. It's just like 40 minutes driving from here. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you love my my videos. My daughter is 7, curly hair, still really very short. Is there anything I can do to encourage? She already has regular trims. No, it's of course, if it's curly hair, it needs to grow like 3 centimeters to see 1 centimeter, because it's curling. So you need to have patience. I know, but there's nothing you can do to make it grow faster. Sorry. But curly hair, love it. Any tips to get volume at the roots? I can't seem to manage it. Hi from Brussels. Well, volume, if you have long hair, it's not possible to have volume on top. It's just maximum 10 centimeters on the top that you can have to have volume. If you are brushing your hair, you can over direct your hair. So if you have a sideline, so this hair you can over direct with the brush, and then you have more volume. But it's really difficult to have volume if you have long hair. Stop searching for volume if you have long hair. Make more volume, make more thickness in the sides than on top. Otherwise you will be really frustrated. If you have a bob line, then you can do first over directing the hair, the roots, and in the opposite direction, then it should fall. If you take a closer look to your hair, and your hair is going diagonally from most of the clients, is the roots are coming out of your hair diagonally. So it goes in this direction. Then you can put sections, yes, fine sections, and you can make your roots in the opposite direction. So over directing with your dryer, and then it will stay longer before you put any brush on your hair. So that can help. Where are you located? In West Flanders in Belgium. Greetings from Germany. Hello. how many hairdressers do you work in your salon? I have 3 staff members, then myself, and then my wife is a beautician. So we have a beauty salon in the salon. So we are with 5 persons. We used to be with a lot more, but for me it was too busy in the salon, and I had no time for my clients anymore. I had to jump from one client to another, and I wanted to have a little bit less. So now 3 hairdressers with me, 4 hairdressers and 1 beautician. Hello from Sonoran Desert. Where is Sonoran Desert? I love to travel. I have traveled a lot and I don't know that. Florida, USA. Hello. We will visit Florida in 5 weeks from now. So in April, I will come to Florida. I will do a road trip. So you can see that on my travel channel, the road trip. So afterwards, of course. Always find sections. Yes, always find sections. Undercut with curly hair, is it possible? Yes. Yeah, it's possible. If you have a lot of hair, you can do an undercut. I see no problem with that. I should not see any problem, no. I am a beauty specialist and a private hairdresser. Wow, just private hairdressing is so very good. One-on-one with your client. You have the time for your client. That's really an amazing thing. Washing hair every day only with water is also harmful for my scalp. No. 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 If you are doing it too often, it will get greasier. But it's just from the hair. It's not. No, you will not have any problems with your scalp. No. Maranello, Italy. Maranello. It's, if I'm correct, Maranello is the home base of Ferrari. Am I correct? I love Italy. I really love Italy. Egypt, Cairo. Hello, Egypt. I want to go to Egypt. I want to see all these. I want to do a cruise on the Nile. I want to see Tutankhamun tomb. I want to see Luxor. Someday I want to go to Egypt for sure. Hello, Sri Lanka. Oh, all these countries I want to visit to. Can I put moringa oil before drying, or is it better after? No, you can put an oil before you dry. It protects for heating, for the heat, but don't put it too much, just a few drops, otherwise it will get greasy. But yes, it's perfect, yeah. Idaho, hello. Carinthia, hello. From Montreal, do you have any tricks for static during our winter? Or, yeah, static hair is really something for the winter, because the air is drier in the winter. So also inside, with the heating inside and the air outside is more dry. So you can put some moisture in your hair. So humidifier in your house is very good to have less static hair. So moisture again moisture. So that's something maybe to invest in, a humidifier in your house. Back in the days, my grandparents put, it's like a bottle of water and they hang it on the radiator. And it was for making the air more humid. So it's because we don't do that anymore, and we are putting some heat in the house that you have this static electricity on your hair. So that's something you can do. If you go to Egypt, you will load videos on your travel channel, of course, but it will not be for this year. It will be maybe for next year. I'm from Dunkirk, France. Oh my God, this is so beautiful, Dunkirk. Of course, with a big history. And now we are doing the hike, GR 128. It starts in Wissant. It's more to Dunkirk, Wissant, and it's going through Belgium. So Sunday we went to North France and we were in Watten. Yeah, that's not so far from Dunkirk, I guess. You are the best hairdresser I have met. Well, I would not say the best hairdresser. I can explain it very well. I have seen colleagues that are amazing with hair. So there are a lot of good hairdressers all over the world. And you can use the internet to find them. Everybody is giving a good review of their hair, of their experience. So search on the internet. There are amazing hairdressers all over the world. You have a lot of humid weather in Ireland. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah. So no static electricity in Ireland. Hello from Alicante, Spain. Oh, I love Alicante. I love Albir. It's very close to Alicante. We have been there last year. Amazing region. What do you suggest for thin hair for more volume? If you are having short hair, you can brush it in the opposite side or change your line on the other side. If you have long hair, don't bother. If you have long hair and you have thin hair, don't search for that volume. You will only get more frustrated. It's not possible if you have long hair and thin hair to have volume on top. Maybe put some body on the side, maybe cut some layers in the front and you have more body around your face. That will make you more happy. Hello from Greece. Hello Greece. London. Hello London. The best advice. Thank you so much. I'm very happy that my advice is helping you. What do you recommend for white hair growing back so fast? Highlights? Yes. Highlights is the best way to have a soft transition. If you are coloring your hair with a very dark line, then you will see your gray hair like in 2 weeks. So highlights are always better to have a soft regrowth. Love your videos, Las Vegas. Well, in 2018 we were in Las Vegas. Amazing. Chaukus. Chaukus. So, Finland. Hello, Finland. Colorado. Oh my god, all the world. I have no color on my hair, pure white. Ideas to help with shine. Well, if you have gray hair is more porous than non-gray hair. So a shine in your hair, it's not coming from in your hair. A shine is a reflection of the light, like my head is now shining. So if your cuticle around your hair is close, then you have a good reflection of the light and you have shine. If your cuticle is open, the layers are open, then the light is going in your hair, it's not reflecting, so you have no shine. So what you should do is put a conditioner on your hair so it closes the cuticle, and the more closed it is your cuticle, the more reflection you have, the more shine you have. And you do that with a conditioner with moisture. That's closing the cuticle. So the more it's closed, the more shine you will have. That's a big tip. Love your videos, they are great. And a good laugh. I'm so happy that you liked my videos. You're awesome. Thank you so much. What do you suggest with itchy scalp? Fine hair. Itchy scalp, it's most of the time a dry scalp. And if you have a dry scalp, it can itch. So maybe you should put a product specially made for a dry scalp. You should try that. But don't put moisturizing things, otherwise your fine hair will fall flat. But put some moisturizing, put some mask especially for dry hair, a dry scalp on your scalp, and it will help. It will itch less. Chaukus from from Antwerp, Belgium, Finland, Germany. Oh my god. Any advice for alopecia? There are very, very different alopecias. There are alopecia areata. There are very, very, very much different of alopecia. And it's very important that you go to the doctor, to the skin doctor, and you get some specialized advice for that. A hairdresser can go deep and they have extra info, but if you have a really big problem with alopecia, you need to go to the doctor, and that's very important that they know what there is a problem in your body, so it will help your alopecia. And I'm very sorry that you have alopecia. It's for a woman, it's really something that is not good for your confidence. So go to the doctor, please. What about pain on your scalp with no reason? Well, just like I said, if you have a scalp that is painful, maybe you should see if you have a dry scalp, so that may be helpful. South Africa, hello South Africa. I have alopecia areata 4 years. Yeah, it's not back after 4 years. Yes, I know. Alopecia areata is a really difficult disease to help, and yeah, I'm so sorry that you have that. Do you know the problem already that it's causing the alopecia areata? But I guess you know it. Difference between the volumes for coloring your hair. Coloring your hair or bleaching your hair, that's different. But coloring your hair, if you are if you don't have any gray hair and you wanna go to the same level or darker, then you use maximum 10 volumes because the coverage of the color will be better. If you have gray hair, then you need to use 20 volumes because 20 volume is stronger and it will cover your gray more. But know that the 20 volumes will take your color one tone lighter, and you put it on a lower base, on a less darker base. So your color, if you put a 7 on natural hair with 10 volumes, it will be darker than you put a 7 with 20 volumes on white hair. So that will be lighter. So that's the difference between 10 and 20 volumes. 30 volumes is then again for bleaching and melting down the pigments, and you go 3 to 4 shades lighter. 40 volumes is to go 4 or 5 shades lighter, 6 shades if you go with powder. But please, 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 please don't use 40 volumes. If you want to bleach your hair, 20 volumes is the max. You need to do it more than once, and don't bleach your roots before you are happy with the length. And if you want to tone your hair with maximum 2.5, with maximum 10 volumes, and if it's possible with 2.5, because the lower your toning is, the better your toning will be. If you are using 20 volumes with toning, it will not be good. It's again coloring. You will damage your scalp and you will make your color different. So the lower as possible. I know there are toning products, and we know it. We know who it is. Wella, Color Charm. They are saying that you need to put it with 20 volumes. Don't do it. Don't. I'm considering highlights. My hair is 4 natural color blondes: red, brown and black. My hair shines in the sun. I'm scared to do highlights. It will take my natural colors. Is there anything I can do? Oh, this is something very difficult to see from a distance and from just seeing the text, because a recommendation or suggestion is always made with the client in front of me, and you can see the color. It's always difficult to do that with a text. So that's really, I should need to see the hair, what is the underlying pigment. So yeah, that's very difficult to do that, sorry. What is your real name? I don't know if the question is already passed in the previous minutes, but my real name is Jurgen. So it's a German name. Jurgen, that's my real name. Do you speak Netherlands? Yes, of course, I speak Flemish. Do you visit Los Angeles? I have visited Los Angeles in 2018. So it seems like ages ago, 5 years. It was before Corona. What we can tone with purple shampoo? No, you cannot tone with purple shampoo. No, but you knew that already. Did my over bleached hair semi-permanent faded to green after 5 shampoos? How to fix it? So it's turned green after you did. I don't know what you mean. Sorry. I saw one in your videos that conditioner closed the cuticles of hair. So should I use shampoo, mask, and then conditioner? Oh yes, yes. That's a very good question. So the question was, she saw in one of my videos that conditioner is closing the cuticle, a mask is not closing the cuticle. So should you do shampoo, mask, and then conditioner? Because the person, I don't know the name, sorry, is putting conditioner and then a mask. Yes, that's wrong. Always put a mask before a conditioner. Is it necessary? Of course not. It's not necessary. But it's the perfect way. If you want to do, if you have the time, it's the perfect way. Shampoo, then a conditioner to treat the inside of your hair with moisture or with proteins, and then close the cuticle with a conditioner. That's the correct way. So it faded to green afterwards. It was blonde before putting red in it. It's because of an underlying pigment that has the green. But again, it's really difficult to do that on a distance. I have to see your hair. What is the problem? So I'm sorry, but it's not always a clear answer for every product. Every client, every type of hair is different. So it's always difficult to have a clear answer with a certain problem. You need to see and you need to know what is behind it and what color was added. So if you go to a hair salon and you have some kind of problem, explain very closely and very good what you did, what is the history of your hair, so the hairdresser is knowing what is in your hair. So that's very important. Did you ever visited Pakistan? No, I have never visited. I had never had the luck to have Pakistan. So there's somebody in Dutch. It's a student. Is it bad to mix L'Oreal coloring with the oxidation of Schwarzkopf? I'm not a big fan of mixing different brands because every pigment is tested with a certain amount, with a certain oxidation. It's tested. So if you are mixing it with other brands, you don't know if it's going to be the right color because it's not tested. Is it bad? It can be good, but it's not tested that way. So that's very important to know. What professional colors to use for a final result? Chocolate brown with a hint of red. You have different professional colors. You have L'Oreal, you have Schwarzkopf, you have Wella. Wella is a very good product. We are using now different brands. We are using Vitalities with no ammonia. We are using Keeman. It's also with no ammonia. Keeman is from Italy. I think Vitality is also from Italy. I think I love Italian. And I use also Philip Morris. It's also an Italian brand. Well, it's all Italian. Of course, my Blonde Me is German. But there are many good brands. So yeah, it's try some brands, and but there are many good products. How can I stop my menopausal thinning hair? That's very difficult. That's hormonal. That's also, again, a problem from inside that you should solve the problem from inside. Maybe you need to add something in your body to stop that. Oh, how long have you been doing hair? Oh, should I say it? Well, you know already that I'm not a young person anymore. But I started my college, so I went to school at the age of 12 for hairdressing. So there was one school in Kortrijk, it's Courtrai in France, but it's in Belgium. So it's from 12 years. And at the age of 16, I started working in a salon. And at the age of 19, I started my own business. It was really early, maybe too early. But yeah, I started my business at 19. And now I'm 47. So it's already with my school. So it's 31 years that I work in a salon. So that's a long time. What do you think about Kerastase? Kerastase is a very good brand. It's not vegan, but it's a very good brand, so no problem. What do you think about Goldwell? Goldwell has always been a very good brand, always. Somebody says, I know Courtrai very well. Well, that's why I started my education. So, do you have ever made a mistake on a client's hair? Of course. Of course. Everybody, every hairdresser that is in the business for a very long time, or they don't want to admit it, has made a mistake with a client. The older you get, the more you know what to avoid. But if you are young, you make mistakes. That's the process. You need to make mistakes to learn, to get better. And I always say a fail is never a bad thing. A fail, if you are putting the letters fail, it's first attempt in learning. So a fail is never a bad thing. You need to have fails to be a better person, to be better at anything. So yeah, I made mistakes. Of course I made mistakes. Not one, I made mistakes. That's how you get better and better. Somebody's asking, so you live in Belgium, you speak Dutch? Yes, of course I speak Dutch, but all my followers are from all over the world, so if I speak Dutch, they will not understand it. And of course, my English is not perfect. I never had English in school. My English is learned from music and movies, self-learned. So yeah. So there's somebody like me, 40 years in the business. Wow, very good. Hello, colleague. You are a great teacher. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been trained to be a teacher in the beginning of my career. In my late 20s, I was taught from Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf had a young team, and I was taught how to teach other hairdressers. So, and later on, I did some shows, I did some demonstrations all over Europe. I've been in Italy, Ireland, Poland, Spain, Finland, everywhere, Russia, everywhere. And on some point, it was finished. I don't want to do it anymore. But I started to do a TV show in Belgium for styling, makeovers. And that person, the host of that program, said, you need to know that the client is the boss and the client needs to have advice to do their hair. And that was the first thing in my mind that I said, yes, a consumer, a client need to know more about their hair, need to have more hair tips, and I changed my hair tips to hairdressers, from hairdressers to clients. So that's a transition I made. But I'm very helpful. I'm very happy that you are happy with my tips. Your English is awesome. Thank you. Can we make an appointment in Belgium? Yes, but you have to know in 2000, after the lockdown, 2021, I was, after so long, after 30 years in the hair profession business, I needed a change. And this YouTube channel and Facebook channel and Instagram channel is a good change. And I wanted to change in the salon. So I started doing barbering. So I'm transformed from women to men. So I don't do women hair anymore. Of course, my clients that are used to have me and they ask for me, that's okay, I will do it. But I'm focused more on barbering, on men. Maybe in a few years I will change back to women. But I wanted to have a change. After 30 years, I needed a change. So you can make an appointment, but just for men. Love your rings. Thank you. Me too. I love them. Best place to donate hair. Well, you can see it on the internet that you can donate. In Belgium, we have a very good one, but they have in all different countries. What is your age? My age is 47. I need to think about it. 47. Change is good. Yeah, change is good. Change is needed sometimes. So yeah. Psoriasis on scalp. Well, psoriasis is a really big problem. And again, it comes from a problem inside. You need to treat it with a good product. You need to go to the doctor and they can treat it better. So see what kind of psoriasis you have. And the virus cannot be completely destroyed. It will take away the psoriasis from your scalp, but it will not completely be destroyed. The virus will not completely be dead. Never. You will never get rid of it. I'm sorry, but you can treat your scalp, but completely gone, it cannot be. What is your zodiac sign? I'm a bull. Do you say that in English? A bull? Toro? Taurus? That's maybe the Taurus. So it's the 1st of May, my birthday. I love your videos and your sarcasm. It's never my intention to be sarcastic. But yeah, sometimes it happens. Taurus, yes, thank you, it's Taurus. So, it's 1 hour. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I had a lot of questions and I'm so thankful that you are all here on my channel. Maybe in a few weeks, in a few months, we go live again. Put it here, put it in the comments if you want to see me more live. So maybe we can do that. Maybe we can go live every time we hit a new milestone, maybe 600,000, 700,000, maybe 1 million. I don't know, maybe. So put it here in the comments if you want to have more lives, if you were happy with the advice, with the live. I was very happy with a lot of people that are watching. So thank you so much. Thank you. And of course, somebody's birthday is also on the 1st of May. Hey, Danny is also 1st of May. Woo! So thank you so much. Thank you. And as always, I will say the same thing as I always say. Čaukas. And for the people that don't know what is Čaukas, Čaukas is from the name ciao. Ciao is from Italian. It's an Italian word for hello or goodbye. So you can say ciao if you meet somebody, or ciao, say goodbye. And in Flemish, we add kus to something to make it more cute, more small. So it's some word that I made myself. So it's from an Italian, but I made it my hair Buddha thing about it. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. See you next time. And all I'm going to say today is ciao kus. Thank you. Love you so much.